Hey guys, gonna bring you guys a video here today of me talking about the spawning system on this game, as well as a couple other things that just come to mind, I guess, and just, something to fill up the time before the video is over. But the main thing I did, like I said, want to talk about is the spawning system in this game and my original thoughts on it from like what I've seen so far and trying to play with the party. As you guys know from Ghosts, I prefer to play with the party for like just the purpose of being able to play with subs and keeping you guys entertained, as well as just the fact of easier map control, a little bit less like wishy-washy gameplay, like differences from game to game if you're able to control with multiple people, rather than just going like by yourself or your teammates. Obviously, the random ones are going to have a little bit of a difference depending on like your kind of experience you're going to have in that particular game. Either way, the spawn system in this game seems like it's not very good as far as a full party goes, and it even seems like it's kind of poor as far as playing solo goes. I was playing with a party of, I believe, 2 other people, so there's 3 of us total, and we were playing domination. And as you guys know, in the previous games, you've been able to hold down maps pretty good in a party of 6 if you're seeing the same spawns, which still might be the case, but it's definitely a different system than before. The flipping now is a lot easier than it has been in the previous CODs, which like is kind of a concern to me, just because there are issues with this. And the problem is that they don't like understand the issues. They're basically just trying to prevent spawn trapping, but they don't understand what the system does to actually trying to play an aggressive style, and what will happen if somebody's not playing an aggressive style to basically flip them. If there is no chance of them like getting pushed, if they get pushed and they're going to get flipped, then why would that person push out if they're like not being forced to? Like, they have no incentive to leave their base. Like, let's say they're already losing a game, they can just sit at their base and head glitch. If you try to push them to kill them, then they're going to flip and be on the other side of you, which means you're not going to be able to get a lot of rapid kills back to back to back. If they're pushing out, that's fine. If they're playing the game like a normal person who wants to actually attempt to win the game, then there's no problems whatsoever. So I completely understand that. You can set up a map control, wait for them to push out a little bit, blah, 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 but you can't push them and actually get something out of that that's actually beneficial to you as somebody who's trying to get like a high kill gameplay. If like, they probably don't realize this, which is like the frustrating part for me. They don't think about what the people who play this game a lot are going to be doing with it, which I guess is fine, because the average Joe, you're not going to notice anything different. So you just hop on Call of Duty, play a couple games by yourself, then there's going to be absolutely no difference to you. But when you're flipping every 2 seconds from next to nothing, and you can't even see the spawn, that's when it's an issue. I was playing on Redwood, and I pushed out the doorway towards, I'm not sure which way it is, with the side on the bridge though. I pushed out that way towards that flag, and I couldn't even see any of their spawns, and the entire enemy team ended up flipping to, I believe, C. If I could see their spawns, that's one thing. Like, I understand they don't want me to be watching their exact spawns and have them flipping from there. But if I can't even see their spawns, what's the real issue? I just don't get it. It's basically just promoting or making it so it's a better way for them to be able to camp without any reason to not do so. Which just like, I don't know. I don't want to spend $60 on a game to just sit there as I'm sitting on a head glitch, right? But I don't want to sit there doing absolutely nothing the entire game when like I could be doing other stuff, like actually running around and trying to get kills and stuff, which also goes back to the whole connection not being as good, blah, blah, blah. There's many more things to be said about this. Either way, I just feel like that is an issue. I'm sure I'll touch on a little bit more here, but I just want to tell you guys what this gameplay is a little bit. I don't have a lot of gameplays right now just because I've been doing the race and I hadn't been recording the entire time. So I apologize for the lack of variation in my gameplays. I have had, obviously this is pretty similar to the last one I had, except for the fact that there's a lot more assault, and I believe I ended up with 77 kills total this time. I think the last one I ended up with like 76. I didn't have the Wraith on last game, I'm pretty sure, though, on my last commentary. But don't be worried, I will be varying the games as much as I can later on. I'll try to be using different guns and stuff like that. It's just like I said, right now, this is kind of what I'm going for right now, just for the highest score I can go, and I like the M8 a lot. Some people have been asking me like what's good to run on guns. I'm sure I'll be able to give you guys a better like opinion when I get going on the other guns. So far though, I've been using the M8 a lot, and what I've found is that it does not need grip. It does not have a lot of recoil, and even without grip, and with it being a burst gun, even the recoil that it does have is going to even out in between bursts a lot of the time. So I personally don't run grip on it. I run quick draw, stock, and extended mags, and then obviously I think it's the reflex sight. People were saying the ELO or ELO sight, or whatever you're calling that, is decent. I'm not sure if that's available on this gun, but from what I've seen on other guns, that might be a good thing to run after you get the gun leveled up, just because of the fact that you have like a little bit more of an open vision with it. So that's definitely something to look into that I'm not running on this current setup, that I'll probably try out in the very near future if it, like I said, it is available. But as far as the extended mags go, I'm always a big fan of extended mags just because you don't have to reload as much. Obviously, it's easier to string kills together if you're trying to go for longer streaks. And then after you do get Scavenger, when you have that, you're going to be picking up more bullets per time, so you're basically not running around for ammo nearly as much, which is obviously a lot of the time where it's pretty easy for you to die when you're just doing absolutely nothing really light but looking for a gun. But as far as the perks go, I believe that I'm running right now on this class. I could be wrong. I'm not sure if like the perks I normally run are Flak Jacket, Scavenger, and Tac Mask. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to change it up to run an extra perk or not. I'm not sure if I'm able to. I haven't been running any kind of stun grenades or lethals recently in the class, just so I have the extra ones for that, just because obviously you can only throw those a couple times. Lethals aren't too bad if you're trying to get points real quick, or even stun grenades. Stun grenades are actually really strong in this, but I'm guessing that most people, after they figure it out, they're going to start running Tactical Mask. If you're not running Tac Mask, you're probably doing something wrong. From what I've seen so far, I don't like playing against people throwing stun grenades at me all the time. Stun grenades, like I said, are very strong. Definitely recommend going ahead and running Tac Mask on every single class you have, just so you can avoid getting killed by somebody throwing 2 stuns at you and rushing you with no fingers. As far as the other stuff goes, I've been trying out rapid fire on a lot of the guns that I've been using, such as the ICR and the KN. The KN does have a lot of kicks, so kind of have to be worried about that with rapid fire, but it is nice for the close and medium range kills. I know I was talking about that on the nuclear that Coco got. I don't believe he was running rapid fire on his, though. The ICR doesn't really have a whole lot of kick regardless. I've been kind of like dabbling with it a little bit and seeing if I want to run that without grip as well. I haven't come to like a good conclusion on that. Like I said, still some experimentation going on with what I want to run on the classes, but I'm expecting to be able to run the ICR without grip. Don't quote me on that. Like I'm expecting to, but it might change. I might change my mind on that, and like it might not actually be as viable as I'm thinking it will be. I'm trying to think of like what else as far as the guns go for what I've been trying to run on them. I haven't been using a big variation of guns like at all. The XR2 a lot of people are liking, which I'm guessing is going to be pretty similar to the M8 here, where you don't have to run grip on it, but I could be wrong on that if it's got a little bit more kick on each burst of it, but I don't think it does. It's a 3-round burst. This one's a 4-round burst, so you'd think this one has more, but like I said, I could be wrong. The Gorgon, you know, you can put whatever you want on that gun and you'll be good to go, because the gun's just broken right now. And I mean, I guess we'll see where the things go. I'll make sure I put out a classes video real soon for you guys. I know you guys are always interested in that, so you guys don't have to waste your time experimenting if I'm able to do that for you, since I spend too much time in this game as is. And hopefully, my mic's making static. No. Sorry about that, guys. I will back up from that a little bit. I apologize for the static. I don't really know what else to talk about for this commentary. I had something else in mind, but I can't think. I think I talk a little bit too fast, guys, and then I have to like think of way too many different things to say, and it just doesn't work out at all. But this video goes on for about another couple minutes here, and unfortunately, like normally if I didn't have anything else to talk about, I would just go ahead and unmute the gameplay and let you guys listen to the rest of it. But unfortunately, my audio's been messed up, which I guess is something else I'll talk about. I'm not sure, like, really what it is. I have an Elgato plugged in as well as an Avira Media, and usually I mute the Elgato software when I'm recording this, but for some reason, the Elgato's audio is really delayed to the gameplay. As far as the Avira Media goes, there's no delay from the video to audio, like, as it actually gets to the stream, which is why you guys don't notice anything on the stream. But the audio is delayed to my computer for me. So like I'm playing, and then like a quarter of a second later, you guys hear, or I hear the audio from the stream, but it's obviously synced up with that. So I'm trying to like look into if something's wrong with my setup, or if it's just because I'm running 2 capture cards at once, or if it's my splitter with a pass-through time, or I'm not really sure. Either way, I'm trying to get that looked at, just so I can obviously have some gameplay audio for you guys too, here and there. Like I said, it'd be something ideal for me to do right now, but unfortunately I just don't have that option with my current setup somehow. I might be able to just like switch around the wires a little bit and have it go through my capture card first and then to my splitter or something like that, and it might solve everything. I'm really not sure, but either way, we're on 6 prestige as of today, being the 10th, and I'm pretty sure I'll put this video up on the 11th. So if you guys, like I said, I'm expecting to end on like Saturday or something like that. It might come a little bit earlier, as being 6 prestige right now, but I'm still not sure. We've still been playing a lot of Nuk3town in the chaos mode, figure out where that goes from there, and I'll try to get some gameplays off of the race. Like when I'm not doing the race, I'll try to get some gameplays for some different variations for you guys. If you guys have any certain guns you guys want to see, don't give me like the most challenging gun in the game, but if you guys want to see a certain gun where like either you guys are like curious about the setup for it, or if you guys want me to, you know, just get a gameplay with you guys for, if you guys like are interested in that gun, for like a submachine gun, more fast-paced, something like that, let me know what gun you guys want to see, and I'll try to get those up for you guys. Either way, there you guys go. 77 kills, 9200 score. 9200 score is okay, I guess. A lot of the kills were with assault, so we'll do that. 48 defense, though. That's quite a few defense, because that's why I was playing on the B flag for the extra 25 points per kill. Either way, guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next video.